Hello, my name is Robert Wunsch. I'm Technical Account Manager at Adobe, and today I want to show you a little bit about AEM logging and how to get a certain class path, a Java class path, into a separate file and then to basically shut it down to take it off. So basically these particular log messages, these error messages will not be shown anymore. This is particularly useful if you have the error log being spammed by some reason and you don't want to have all these errors in the error log or these log lines in the error log of that particular Java class path. And this is basically to then remove them from the error log so you would be able to identify other issues you might have because this one you have already identified. And you don't want to have that also constantly writing to a disk in a separate log file. And with that, you want to basically shut down the I/O that is being generated by constantly writing gigabytes of data to your disk. So that's the intention, looking over the AEM logging and how you can put some class paths into a different log file and then to shut it off. What we're seeing here now is that the error log of this AEM instance is currently producing some errors, and we see that the main error log is on the error log level error. So only errors are being logged and outputted into the error log. I will be clearing the error log for now, and let's see that we get some more log messages by setting the error log to debug, which will give us a whole lot of debug messages. So basically what we want to do is to set the main error log to debug, which you should never do on any instance because this will significantly log output on your disk, produce I/O, and therefore completely wreck your performance on the system. Never do that, except in this case. So now we see there's a lot being written into the error log. So we already have 400,000 log lines. And now we want to offload a few of these logs into a new log file. So we're going back again to log support. We have all the logs here, and we're adding a new logger. Let's say we want to exclude org Eclipse Jetty server. So or let's take both, org Apache Sling Commons and org Jetty Eclipse Jetty server. So Jetty is the first one. Let's create Jetty, and we want to have that on info. So it's org Eclipse.jetty. Let's take the whole Jetty path. All right. So once we do that, we also have the option to set additive. Additive will add the log information into the error log file as well as in the Jetty log file. So now we do have another log file that is just being created, and that's the Jetty log. Opening Jetty log here. Currently, nothing is being outputted here. We'll see if that will change. Let's set the Jetty log to debug as well, so we have the same kind of information, and let's see what's coming out of there. So we have a whole lot of Jetty here, and we do not have any Jetty messages in the primary error log file any longer, as long as we don't use the additive flag. So here, nothing of Jetty is coming out anymore. Let's do the same for let's put that in debug as well, for a new log called Sling Commons. So we want to have that path org Apache.sling. There we go, .commons. If you use that class path, basically everything in this class path, even if it goes deeper, like threads implementation, will go into this log file. You could choose additive to also have it in the error log and in the newly created Sling Commons log that doesn't currently exist. But now as we save, this file is produced. And let me open the Slings comment log. So this already outputs org Apache Sling Commons, We have the Jetty log that outputs org Eclipse Jetty server, HTTP output and stuff like that, everything underneath that class path. And now in our main error log, we don't see these instances anymore. We can check that by, for example, use the class path down here and make a query on org Eclipse, sorry for writing, Jetty. And we will see that the last log time was at 14:18. We now have 14:22. So basically there's nothing new coming in. You would be seeing that if it's been coming in here. All right. So let's, and now the instance, so my local desktop is a little bit overwhelmed by that, but we get there in a second. Let's start querying that. And let's do the same on Jetty log, where we expect basically further updates all the time. So you can see that there's new stuff coming in all the time. It's continuing all the time. Okay, now we have isolated the different Java class paths into a different log by creating that log and putting it into the debug level we want to see. We cleaned up the error log, so all of that stuff that was currently put into Jetty and Sling comments that was outputted here is now redirected into those other logs by not selecting additive. And then we can choose the log level on, for example, the Jetty to set that to debug, info, so it goes all the way up. But you can also set it to off. So if you now use the Jetty log and set that to off, and let's do that also for the Sling comments, then those messages will not be shown any longer. So we remove all traces of those logs. There's not going to be any more logs of that type in the error log. So nothing's coming in here. The Jetty log is not extending anymore. We have saved, and since it's off, nothing is coming in here anymore. And nothing is coming in here anymore. So basically now we have removed them, but we have now a blind spot. So basically we know about these errors and issues and topics that were coming out of that particular Java class path, and we completely disabled every message that is coming from that class path. It's not going to show up anymore. So now we have a blind spot. If something else, something new we haven't seen yet coming up, then we wouldn't see that. So be specific about the class path when you basically extract that and turn it off. So you probably, if it's only that what you want to do, thread pool executor, then take the whole class path, org Apache Sling comments threads implementation thread executor. So that shows us that basically nothing else is coming in here anymore. We see that the error log is still filling up, so clearing it again, but nothing of that sort is coming in here anymore. Let's see if anything is coming into the Jetty log. Jetty log, clear that. If something would be coming, we would be seeing this is automatically updated. So it would be coming in here just like that, and it is not. Nothing is coming in here. It's completely empty. Sling log is still full, but we want to see if something new comes in. So I'm going to remove all the contents there as well, and nothing is coming in. Now let's make the opposite check on the Sling comments. So we want to have some information there again. Let's put that back to debug and save. And once we did that, we will be seeing that all that stuff is coming in again that is running under this class path in the debug setting. I hope that explains a little bit how the AEM logging works, how you can basically set different log levels, extract different class paths into different logs that will then not show up in the error log any longer, but you can using the edit flag. And you can basically, if you are absolutely sure that you don't want to see those messages any longer, you create a blind spot, but you can do that. Use the off and then basically save. Nothing is coming in anymore. Thank you for watching. I hope that helped you and have a nice day.